And we're here with RJ, Ron Joseph, and we're looking at some of the memorabilia that RJ has accumulated over the years. And this piece we're looking at right now, Ron, this is a newspaper advertisement for RJ's Different World.
A talk show.
Talk show. Now, usually we know about your music shows and dance shows that were on Channel 29 and the other channels in Philadelphia, but I didn't know you had done a talk show. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, this was late night, interviewing people that had risque lifestyles. That's why we call it Different World. And believe it or not, it was great, but we were buried at a late hour, not to offend anybody. It was at 1 a.m. on the Philadelphia channels, and it went over very well.
And this one ran only in Philadelphia, though, right?
Yes, more than likely it did. It ran in a couple cities.
And on this particular week, the topic was the world of a groupie.
Groupie?
The star chasers that grew out of the rock music scene.
That's correct.
For mature audiences only, it says.
And we would say at the beginning of the show, this is RJ's Different World. If you offend easily, we invite you to tune out. But if you'd like to be educated on subjects that are very seldom ever discussed on TV, then we invite you to stay tuned. For the next half hour should be...
What other kinds of subjects?
Interesting, enlightening, and educational.
What other kinds of subjects did you talk about?
The different world of the interracial married. In those days, that was a big...
And this was the early 1970s, right?
Yep, exactly.
Now, right now we're looking at it looks like a postcard or an advertisement for RJ's Teen Scene USA magazine.
In San Francisco, I think, yeah.
So you ran on Channel 26 in San Francisco, and this was stripped Monday through Friday, it says.
That's correct.
5 days a week.
And then, if you go up, this was in Hollywood on the Kaiser Station, Channel 52.
Now, this was the disco show.
That is correct.
And this was once a week.
Once a week.
And in speaking of disco, we have here an ad for RJ at the Discotheque.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
That was also Channel 29, right?
Yeah, we originated on location in different cities, at different discos. The ad there of different celebrities.
Yes, what is this we're looking
coming
at?
to Philadelphia. All the celebrities that played the nightclubs. And, of course, there's a younger me there next to John Gary, second from the left. And there were a lot of stars that came in, and they put us on that.
I see Al Albert's right underneath you there.
Philadelphia Inquirer, Philadelphia Daily News. Unbelievable. What memories.
And then down here
is our...
This is a print ad, I suppose, for Wi-Fi, right?
Wi-Fi.
The early days of Wi-Fi.
That's right. Disco Scene magazine carried that.
And this was the show you did with Gene Arnold.
WIFI-Rock.
And in those days, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the studios were out in Norristown, right?
That's correct.
But it was a Philadelphia licensed station, but the
50,000 water.
And this was an oldies show
Yep.
at the time. Now, when was this? Late 60s?
Yep. 68, 69.
And when you say oldies, because the definition of oldies seems to be different to different people, in the late 60s and early 70s, people's idea of oldies could have been a song just a few years old.
Right.
Now we think of oldies as
ancient.
A song many, many decades, but
ancient.
You would play songs, I guess, what, from the 1950s and earlier 60s at the point?
Yeah, 60s, yeah.
And here you are with Giant Gene.
Younger view.
And of course, today, Wi-Fi means something very different.
Isn't that
when you
amazing
talk
what
with,
Wi-Fi has become?
with young people. There's another one I wanted to show everyone over here. This was a Philadelphia Inquirer article.
With our low-power television station we put on from the tower, the largest station. I was on the roof there.
Now, there you are standing on
with the
roof with Liberty 1 and 2 in the background.
That's correct.
And over here I see, is that the Mellon building all the way on the left, or are you on the Mellon?
No. On the left is a triangle building. That's the Mellon to your left.
Okay, so what building are you standing on right now?
1818 Market Street. That was where our transmitters were.
And this was for low power Channel 7, not cable. This was
Philadelphia.
VHF.
We had high hopes for low power, but the FCC never made the low powers a must carry. For those people who don't know, they made a must carry for every station, but low powers.
And it still is not.
That's correct. The FCC really chickened out.
It still is not. These days, a full power station can decide it must be carried on cable, or it wants money to be on cable.
That's right.
But the low powers were left behind.
That's right.
And then here's
just a mock-up of a test pattern of ours. That's all.
And the call letters at the time were W07.
07CB. Crazy letters that people thought it was a ham radio or something. Those letters should never have been, but that's the way it is. Radio and TV has been my life, and it's been fun. It's a shame it's not that way today for the young people. If they didn't have YouTube, what would they have today? Nothing. It's a shame for people who want to break into the business. A lot of memories.
And that'll do it for this edition, and then we'll be back with more memorabilia for another video.
Thank you.